Morning, guys. Well, it's Canada Day. I'm not sure how much I'll be focusing on the van today. I probably could move the van up just a little bit as there's someone that is parked behind me. As you guys are aware, the last video showed that I was struggling because of the bed I want to use, cracked. Now, I have been heavily considering, those like half square things that I made for the bed, right? Well, there were some blocks that I used, and I never thought about this in advance. One thing about building a bed out, guys, always have plan A, B, and C, right? So, what the hell are you looking at? Nice way to park, eh? Is this where you pick it up, Mom? Yeah? Wow, eh? Yeah. You know where all the ceremonies do a little bit of vacation soon after my son's wedding, right? So I'm just I got the cook station built and I got my streaming spot done. Good thing I got a bunch of different clips here because I realized that my camera was actually recording. So, anyways, what I was trying to say was oh shit, wrong bag. Little bricks that I've got. Okay, that I'm thinking about chopping down. Right, these suckers here because it's 1.5, and that's what I need. Because right now we're at, I believe it said, what was it? I should have documented it. Damn it! I didn't sleep last night. There was so much noise around here. It was just holy smokes. Anyways, story of my life, eh? So that's what I'm coming down here today to do. Christ, I might have to go upstairs and just write it down with the way my memory is going. I have to chop this one down to be the same size as the other ones. I want them to be 14 high. I've been thinking that if I can get the other ones that you guys seen, and this one here, which would be 4 around the sides, then maybe I can figure out what can go on the ends. And then this board here, okay, will be to go across it to secure it. You guys see what I'm saying? So if anything goes in underneath, then it should stop it. It's, like I said, a very basic build, but it's been taking longer because of all the trash wood, so to say, right? So it means that when this is done, anything that's gonna be left over, okay, is there's 2 recycling plants. Unfortunately, they're not near here. One's up in Still Creek, so I'd have to drive for about 10 minutes to get there. There was one for Eco. And there was one where it's over in Coquitlam, unfortunately. I know where it is. I've been there before when I was doing junk removal, right? So it's a very, very, very big facility. So a little bit of gas to get there, whoop-de-doo, right? As long as it gets it done. And then after all that's done, then I will look at trying to clean out everything that is in there. And I'm only going to keep what is needed, right? Until further notice. Right, because once we hit the road, man, unless I'm going to be a jack of all trades, it's going to be costly in order to maintain. But one of the things I'm heavily considering, though, is the spark plug thing. Make those new. And I found out that the ignition coil is actually 3 small packs. It's not one big long one, right? So 130 but $150 for 6 plugs, the wires, and the packs. This is just so that way if I was to be in the backcountry, I'm not gonna go, spitter splitter kind of thing. Like what I got in there is good for being in the city. So, but anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. So maybe I'll move the van up a little bit to give him some space. I came inside here for a bit. UV index is high today. It's only 24 degrees outside, but it's like the UV is up at I think it's like 9 out of 10 or whatever it is. And the van was smoking hot, right? So honestly, unless I can get, ongoing shade, this is tough to do, man, because if I had a garage, I'd be able to just land-based everything, right? So, okay, I'm gonna try and get out there. If it's too hot, I'm gonna stop because of heat exhaustion. I've had that before, and it's freaking brutal to deal with. We got some days coming up where it's gonna be a little bit colder, which would be perfect, but I wanted to do it today because today's Canada Day. And yeah, let's see. Okay, this is scary. I come down here and I don't remember locking my doors or anything like that, but turns out that my driver's side door was open. That really says a lot, doesn't it? I don't think anything happened where really, because I got tools and stuff like that inside my bag here. It was probably me who forgot to close the door the way it should be. Now, the situation is, right now, is I've got a vehicle in front of me. I got a vehicle behind me. It's Canada Day. And the likelihood of me being able to whip out anything right now to work on it is slim to none. And if I was to try and get rid of any of this wood, it's going to cost me. I don't know how much. Probably it might only cost $15. But I'm thinking about all that gross wood. I want to get rid of it. So within the next day or so, we might be taking a trip up to the Eco Center or the wood waste plant, which is about 10 minutes away driving, and get rid of all this crap. I see so many people just getting wood in the forests anyway, right? So they use just something to ignite it, and that's it. So it was a work in progress. Now, as for the other side, aren't you hot? It's very hot out.
Yes, hot.
The lady works for Fraser Health, but very, very bad come out of English. But she's really nice, though. So, let's see here. So this shade is starting to come in. Oh, actually, I might have a little bit of room here to do what I gotta do. Come to think of it. Yeah. So I know that I made like this one here has to be chopped down. If I was able to get this thing chopped down like today, I can go upstairs, and I could actually throw this sucker and the other ones, and I actually have to, there's some bricks here, I actually have to somehow saw down, because I'm trying to, basically what I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to reduce as much as I possibly can for any kind of storage. I'm a night owl. I really apologize for not getting to your emails quicker like I should have. I didn't have access again to my Gmails, but I finally managed a different way to get in there, which is through a security print. So I do that with all my accounts now. So that way, if someone's trying to get into my account, there's a certain security feature that they have to do in order to access any of my accounts, which is Facebook. It could be Google. It could be Google Chat. It could be TikTok, could be could be here on YouTube. Everything. I do it now because everybody's prints, no matter whether it's eyes, it could be finger, it could be voice, it could be anything, right? Is always different. So I'm starting to do that now to keep these people up, because I see what Van City Van Life is going through with scammers and stuff like that, impersonating them. It's just ridiculous what these idiots go through to cause trouble for someone who's just trying to make a living, right? So anyway, so I'm gonna try and see if I could chop those bricks down and get upstairs and finish off what I wanted to do. Because if I can at least be successful in getting that bed frame off the ground, which would be good, then that'll be one step in the right direction. Because once that's done, okay, for whenever my parent has guests, whether it could be my kid and my future daughter-in-law, right? she's thinking about putting an air mattress up there, so that way you could just, you know, do whatever you're going to do with it. She wants one of those ones which has like a pump or two already built in, right? So that way they just have to pump it up whenever it's needed, right? And the bed that will be coming down here, right? And I just got to figure out the storage situation. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Okay, if I was to bring it down here, okay, and let's see if I could open this door. Yep. Okay, so here's the other side. Okay, so fucking son, pardon my language. Sorry, I know it's summertime and whatnot, so I shouldn't have said that, but you guys know what I mean. I should have wore sunscreen, but hey, I'm in the shade now, right? Anyways, the reason I want to figure out the bed is that the bed is going to be basically 14 high. I want to bring that in here, okay, and see, you know, when I sit on it, because the trifold is about what, 3 inches, something like that. So I sit on it, right, and I want to see how high these suckers are going to be, right, compared to it because of cooking, right? So and then I might have to bring, you know, both of them down maybe an inch or two or whatever, which is fine by me. That's why nothing is done properly here, right? I know it looks like crap right here. It was a very, 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 very bad job I did there, but it's all temporary. So, and then see the propane and stuff like that over there. That reminds me, when it comes down to the propane stuff, it's been what, 3 or 4 years since I've even needed it. Will it still be good? That's one thing I want to know, because if it's not good, then I want to get rid of it and start fresh, right? But yeah, I'm thinking that because that's gonna be the cook station, anything in there will go underneath down there, right? So that way I just have to put it on top. And I think about getting that. If I have to get rid of that stuff, I want to find a single cooker. You know, after all, you're cooking for a bachelor, right? So, and then of course tools and everything. At the rate that things are going for the gig industry, I probably won't be going back into it. I've only got one company now because of the new wage thing that's going on out here. Okay, where they've had to cap off the amount of drivers that they've got, so can't get into Skip, can't get into DoorDash, at least not out here anyway. Everywhere it's, you know, I don't even know if I would even get active in Uber Eats. So, so if that's the case, I'd have to figure something else out financially, and then I might end up trying to get one of those racks up here, okay, and then put the solar panel. So, as much as I want to go as much stealth as much as I possibly can, and then I actually still have to take this board here, okay, that's going to come out too, because I got to clean up underneath, right? So, how you doing?
How are you?
Not too bad, man. Happy Canada Day. He's got his daughter up on top. So yeah, so that's the plan. I'm gonna be cleaning it right out, and then I might actually try and bolt the bed and everything. I don't know when it comes out, if I have room, of course, right? So that's the plan. I gotta try and empty the windshield washer fluid. For some odd reason, it was not working in the back, so you could actually hear the motor working, but there was no one home. So and then part of the storage on the bottom is going to require putting containers like those. Okay, those are tools, right? You know, and then but one thing I want to know from you guys, okay? Whoops. This is Garbaggio. So that's going to have to go. My Jackery's here. This is my first aid here. Okay, of course I got the Windex there just in case if I got to do any cleaning. It's going to be going for a serious power wash because there's a lot of garbage on it that I wanted. It's going to be this van. You know, after everything is put me through, okay, I think it deserves a serious power wash. So that will be happening once the back is done. And but when it comes down to these bags, I got this big catering bag here, And I think this is all gig work bags, right? So because I don't know if I'm gonna be going back into it, probably not, because the amount of gas it takes, and it depends on where I'm at and where I am. What do you guys think? Should I get rid of them, or should I use those as some kind of storage kind of thing for something I might use in the front or something? I don't have a pet, so I don't have to worry about that, right? So let me know what you guys think on that end, of what you guys would do. Would you keep those bags or get rid of it? So otherwise, this is a good pallet, but it'll be gone. That's a good pallet, it'll be gone. Third pallet will be gone, right? Because it won't be needed, right? As long as it, it's gonna be a basic build, man. The bed, these 2 stations, and then my belongings that go in there. So, and that's it. I don't want much more weight in there. So, and then maybe eventually, I could get storage or whatever, right? It's like my buddy Byron, like he's a van lifer and he's in Ontario right now. And even he said the reason why he's traveling right now, okay, he's single. The only companion that he has, dang, does that smell good. Woo! It's garlic. Oh, whoever's cooking with that, man. Where's my share? Woo! Sorry. But yeah, he's traveling all over Canada right now. He's got the same vehicle as me. And he's been, keeping his nice and clean. He's got absolutely nothing on top. Nothing at all. No ramps, no nothing. That's another thing too. Those freaking ramps. I'm thinking that if I have no thule, no nothing on top, those ramps are going to be tied up there, and then the solar panel beside it. So, ideas. So, I'm asking for you guys to send me ideas. Let's trigger the algorithm. Give me the messages down below the video. Okay, let me know what you guys think that I should do with that. I need as many ideas as possible. And when it sums up, you all can read the messages and give me your idea of what you guys really think would be the best bet for this. Remember, it's a 25-year-old vehicle, okay? Right now, as it stands, there's no leaks, okay? I was told I had a coolant leak, but I don't see where it is. It hasn't leaked in a long time. Like I said, the only things I might end up doing now is just the ignition coil. There's 3 of them there, okay? 3 small ones, the spark plugs, and the wires. Just to finish it off, so that way when I'm traveling, I should have no issues unless something like the head gasket or the transmission goes. Hopefully not. So, otherwise, she's been a very good vehicle. She's very dirty, remind you, but hey, what can I do, right? Look at the crap I've been through. So yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the battery, which is down in the bag down there, and got the measuring tape here. Actually, I got an idea. Hold on. I did it the smart way. I put these up here, even though it's getting windy out. Right here, this would be perfect if I was camping right now. And these are windshield protectors, eh? Can you imagine that, having to pull out a station from here and be able to freaking sit here, cook, and if there's a lake right here, enjoy the lake while you're making some freaking dinner. I like that idea. It is summertime. You can't have a fire, so why not have a cook? Oh man, the idea is just making me want to make a little stand out here and just do that. But I don't have the room for that. Damn it! Or is there any way of buying one to where you can fold it up? And then that way, maybe when everything is all said and done, I could just put it either along here, or I could put it in the cook station. And then so when everything's done, I just bring it out and cook on it. If there's anything like that, you guys, please forward me a link in my emails, because I don't know what the hell it's called. Any one of you guys can forward an email to me regarding that. Any kind of ideas. Island Night Owl has been throwing me ideas for different things. I was late. I apologize. But, yeah, please do that. Because I've only got 5 weeks or so before it's going to be A-okay for me to go out of here. Leave the Lower Mainland if I wanted to. But I probably won't go that quick because a buddy of mine's gonna be coming back. Like that guy that I told you about, he wants to meet up when he comes back in about 3 months' time. So, but I also want to hit the island too. I got some friends out there I want to meet up with, and they're big time YouTubers. So, okay, I'm gonna try and see what I can do here. Well, it looks like I forgot my power tool battery. I got a bunch of them, but I can only find one. But I think I left it on the charger because I can't find it anywhere. Won't be under that. Is it under there? No. Oh man. The day's coming where this will be cleaned up, you guys, so just gotta bear with me. I could have sworn I brought the battery down here, but I guess I gotta go upstairs and go see if it's upstairs or not. I gotta fire up the van too. I gotta clean out all the leaves down here. So, and I gotta get rid of that wood that is up there. So, okay, I'll have to go upstairs and get it. All right, got the battery. I just had to check up on the parent, make sure everything was good in this heat. So, all right, I'm heading back to the van. I got the battery. I don't know if it's charged fully or not. No big deal anyway. I'm only using it for a few minutes. Gonna see what we can do. And I gotta do whatever I can today because I will be restricted tomorrow. So, and I don't think I'm going up for Canada Day today. I just don't see the point, you know. I used to be one of those people that want to be in crowds, but I think it's mainly for hockey, you know, and like hockey and football kind of thing. But you know, going like I originally had plans on trying to go up for Canada Day. It's only over at Central Park, and I've been seeing that there's been people coming back really mad, right? I'm like, well, what's going on? They're like, we couldn't find parking anywhere. Like practically the whole city is there, right? So I was like, okay, well, if you can't find parking, the likelihood of me finding parking is slim. So yeah, I'll probably just watch the fireworks online or something like that tonight. So, anyways, let's see what we can do about being in the shade, like maybe right here or something, and get that thing cut down so we can get upstairs and get the rest of the bed frame like that together. And I gotta bring those other boards upstairs to I don't know if I'm gonna put it across the bottom or what, but when I was up there and I was having some toast with my mom, she threw an idea at me, and she's like, hello, I forgot. These suckers. It's also been getting a little bit windy. Hold on. Yeah, these suckers came down. I forgot that they were up there. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm looking at trying to cut these suckers down a bit more, to put them on the bottom of the ones I've already cut, right? And then I'm gonna put probably 2 screws in each. Use some of the Gorilla Glue. And then put the bed together, and then those boards I was telling you guys about. What the? Anyways, you guys already know what the plan is. I'm just repeating myself because I have nothing else to give you guys. So, all right, let's put this to work. Well, section number 4, it has to be glued. Found out that the one side the glue actually came out and it didn't stabilize the area, so I gotta re-glue that. I gotta glue the other side too. I'm not saying that I won't be able to put them on the bed, because I will be able to still. It was just everything, you know, the whole 9 yards. It's hard to have everything unstable putting it on the bed. So it will be going frame, and I'm thinking I'm thinking about the end parts of the bed too. I'm wondering if I should still try and turn that piece down there into the end part at least underneath. And so that way both ends are secured, or if I should just leave it kind of thing, because that other board's gonna be down there, which I have to take out, by the way. It's a lot of work, I know, but if this works out, hallelujah. But you know, it's like they always say, you know, like when you're doing something, even whether it's van life or anything else, you know, like the first time may not work out, and then you have to try something else. That doesn't work out, you got to try something else, kind of thing, right? And that's what I'm going through right now. That's, you know, I know quite a few people that that are in the industry, and they're all like, yeah, this is what we're going through, right? So, all right, let's give this a shot. Okay, just want to give you guys a general update what's going on. Okay, I am not good at construction, clearly, so the reason why I will never be able to go into that field. Anyway, I had to go upstairs and get my other saw. I did not do a very good job of cutting this sucker here, right? That's gonna be part of the one of the stands that have to go in the. Whoa, that was close. You know, that one's 14. The ones upstairs are 11 and a half. So that will be glued and screwed. Okay. I'm going to cut this one here. Okay, right around in this area here, because that's a 32. So what that's going to do, and that's a 32/14 to be honest with you. So I'm going to try and put that on the edge of the bed, and then the one that's up there, I'm going to try and do the exact same thing for the other side. And then if I can accomplish that, along with this board going to be going between the two sides that I'm going to be putting in there, if that makes any sense. Okay, you guys will see what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to, like, if you think about it, okay, when the bed's in here, all this stuff here, if this works out, all this stuff here, including this pallet here, okay, will be going to a recycling plant. So, you know, I'm not going to go through all the bullshit of trying to build anymore. That plastic container up there clearly needs to be replaced, right? So, so underneath, it's going to be a tough one. I'm trying to figure that out still. If I should go for, like, what people have told me to do is get the really strong plastic bins and just throw the stuff into the plastic and call it a day, right? So I'm heavily considering that options. So so in that way it's just done and over with, right? So so yeah, I just finished using my circular saw, and I am the worst cutter in history. Oh my god, it's bad, man. I'm just like, holy smokes. So I also have a couple of bearings in here for the back, so I might try and keep those. I might actually try and get those, just get them and put on. I just don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Oh, and this cedar one here, okay, what my plan was after the bed's in, my plan was to put it up right here, right, and try and put a chain thing. I don't even know what the hell it's called, but it would go up and it would come down, and you know, do some streaming on there, right? That was my original plan for it, but you know, it only cost me a couple bucks anyway. So if it doesn't get used, it doesn't get used. And I also have to remember my hockey sticks are in here too, despite the fact that I don't even play anymore. But you never know what could happen, right? So, and then I have to do a whole whack load of cleanup to clean this sucker up. So, all right, let's get this pallet in there, and let's get some of the stuff up to where all the rusted garbage is, and see what I can do. I'm not sure what's happening tomorrow. Okay, it's supposed to be a cooler day out, but you know, tomorrow's up in the air right now. So, all right. Okay, so I'm watching Juliana right now. She has a ProMaster that she's building out, and I brought some stuff up here, which I thought I was going to be able to work on tonight. But it turns out that I'm going to need some straight brackets for the parts that I put on there. Okay, because it's because the part that one that I brought up, okay, I believe it's gonna work. And that one there has to be, I don't know, something has to be done with that. Maybe the part where it looked really bad, maybe that could be, I don't know. Things will be done. But tomorrow I think there's gonna be a break day because I don't know what's gonna be happening, to be honest. But there's nothing much that I can really do tonight unless I get the straight brackets, and the store that I normally get it at closes in 10 minutes. So it means I would have to go get them maybe tomorrow afternoon. So it is what it is. It's taking time, but I think that once this bed is done and ready to go downstairs, and then I can order my mom that air mattress that she wants, and then I can get the rest of that crap out, and then start cleaning up and make the van look good. Now, my question to you guys is, for the next vehicle, okay? Now, clearly, I got to save up for it, and that's going to have to, I guess, come before anything to do with a place to live or whatever, right? But to go for a bigger vehicle, what kind would you guys say I should go for? Because, eventually, clearly I'm going to have this computer that's coming with me, or I got to sell it. And there's other stuff in here which would require space, okay? Now, I don't have that much stuff, remind you. The fact is I would need space. So, yeah, because I know that my van's not going to last forever, right? So, I like what she's doing with hers, though. That's pretty nice, right? But, so that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, too, is, obviously it's going to take a long time at the rate that I'm going financially. But I have social media goals. Once I know that the van is done, I'm going to be doing something else on there and trying to see whether or not I can make some money. Anyways, I just want to know, what kind of vehicle I should go for next. I'm clearly going to need something that is bigger. Unless this works out, after all, I'm by myself. So, but I need something that isn't really going to be much of a gas guzzler. I hear that the diesel powered vehicles are better on fuel consumption. Is that true? Let me know. So, anyways, I'm gonna jet until tomorrow or the next day when I can actually get the stuff done. So it means the bed platform stays as is for now. So it kind of sucks, but maybe what I can try and do is get these, somehow put these drawers together or something. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Those are my mom's, so I have to ask her whether or not she wants those or not. So, right. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it, and stick around for more info whenever it comes out. And yeah, gosh, I feel like taking a nap, but it's 4:00. when the heat hits the way it is right now, it says 26, but the humidity is up to 35, according to what my Alexa. So yeah, it just conks me out, man. So all right, talk to you guys later.